Welcome learners to this session of BA Honours English Part 3, Paper 7. Today's topic is The Guide, Lecture 10. A point of time comes when Marco leaves Rosie and she has nowhere to go to except to Raju. And here begins Raju's fixation with Rosie. Raju totally avoids his prick of conscience, advice of Gafoor, and his mother's admonishment in order to be with Rosie. The irony in the novel lies, as critic Amarnath Prasad notes, in this that he guides other people, yet he fails to guide himself properly in his earlier life. It is not Marco, but Raju. He becomes a permanent tourist, both physically and spiritually. And Raju preaches the whole world to lead a life free of problems, but he himself fails to show how, sorry, or guide his own soul to the right path. Tabish Khair, the critic, further explains that Raju is essentially a person who values himself by the other. All the way up through prison and most of his time as Swami, Raju essentially ingratiates himself all around. It is his habit to evaluate himself in the light of his relationship to the other. He is an actor who plays the role that other people thrust on him, and he is not unaware of this fact by the time he comes back from the prison and embarks on his ambivalent sainthood. Michael Gora, another critic, agrees Raju takes no active role in shaping his own career. He becomes a tour guide by accident. Because other people expect it of him, so too he becomes a Swami. The cave depicted in the novel serves both as an illustrative backdrop for the theme of the past and present and as a general metaphor for Marco's ignorance. When the couple discuss the dancing motif on the cave wall, Rosie symbolizes the present, whereas Marco symbolizes the past. Rosie is a classical trained dancer, but it is the conditions of modernity that propels her to fame. The search of the dead and decaying things of Marco is juxtaposed against the classical manner of Rosie's dance. Her resultant sexuality and independence belong to the modern moment, while Marco's paternalism is of the past. According to John Thiam, Marco is resistant to any suggestion that the classical and the contemporary may be related, even when he sees the dancing motifs on the cave walls. The cave represents the general metaphor for Marco's ignorance. When Marco is busy exploring the archaeological sites, his neglected wife falls in love with the tour guide, Raju. The lovers take solace in each other while Marco engages himself in the discoveries of the cave walls. Thus, the cave stands for ignorance, and Marco remains in darkness until it is too late to revert back. In fact, it is his own choice to remain ignorant. He prefers the cave and refuses to understand his wife, Rosie. So that's all for today. Thank you.